Nvidia is taking $5.5 billion in charges over US trade restrictions. The chip maker said Tuesday that the move is a result of Washington curbing its shipments to China. The same day, the State Department said it was further limiting the sale of the company's H20 chips. That was the most advanced model still permitted for export to China after earlier sanctions. The new move also affects products from rival firms like AMD. Nvidia said US officials were concerned the chips could be used to build supercomputers. Washington has tried to restrict sales for such uses since 2022. On Tuesday, the Institute for Progress, a non-partisan US think tank, said some Chinese firms were probably already breaching those controls. It identified gaming giant Tencent as likely to have used H20 chips in a supercomputer. It said the computers that trained the DeepSeek AI model probably also broke the rules. Nvidia shares plunged around 6% in after-hours trade following the latest news, with AMD down even more. Donald Trump's sweeping global tariffs are also set to be a headwind for US chip equipment firms. Reuters sources say industry calculations put the total cost to the sector at more than $1 billion per year. Among the most exposed companies are said to be chip gear makers like Applied Materials, which didn't respond to a request for comment on the calculations. Costs to the sector include lost sales and the expense of finding and using alternative suppliers for complex components.
ASML, the world's biggest supplier of computer chip-making equipment, says tariffs are creating uncertainty for its 2025 and 2026 outlook. Although its CEO has said his conversations with customers supported ASML's expectations that 2025 and 2026 would be growth years. In an interview published on the Dutch group's website, its head of finance broke down 4 categories of tariffs that could impact business. These are shipments to the US, tariffs on imported parts and tools, material imports needed for its manufacturing operations there, and tariffs from other countries on US exports. ASML shares fell 7.4% in morning trade. The global race for AI has put ASML at the forefront of the industry. It's the maker of the world's most advanced chip circuitry engraving system, the EUV lithography machine, which makes the chips of designers like Nvidia or Apple. In its quarterly earnings release, ASML said AI continues to be the main growth driver. Its net bookings, the most closely watched figure in the industry, were $4.4 billion in the first 3 months of 2025, missing analyst estimates. The company forecasts sales of between $8.1 and $8.7 billion for the second quarter.